Disney just announced a whole roster of new closing dates to make way for D23 construction, as well as confirmation that a new attraction has been delayed. So you're going to want to remove those hats and glasses for this video because it's going to be a wild ride through the latest Disney park news cycle, beginning with Big Thunder Mountain itself. Yes, the Magic Kingdom's Big Thunder Mountain Railroad is set to close for its anticipated extended refurbishment beginning on January 6th of 2025. This date makes perfect sense to me since the Magic Kingdom will want all of its attractions on hand for Christmas and New Year's and those crowds. But this is the big news. The only reopening date Disney has given so far is that it will return sometime in 2026. That's it. But when it does reopen, it's going to have new enhancements, hopefully like those from at Disneyland. But even before this year's D23, there was speculation that the track layout for Big Thunder will need to be changed to make way for what we now know is going to be the new Cars Land and eventually Magic Kingdom's Villains Land. I am very curious to see if that is still the case. The next news item, the Magic Kingdom's Jungle Cruise is going to reopen after its refurbishment later this week on October 18th, and the seasonal Jingle Cruise will return on November 2nd. All right, this is a big one. Animal Kingdom's DinoLand U.S.A. is finally going extinct, but a little later than what we thought. Originally believed to be closing in fall of 2024, Triceratops Spin, the Carnival Games, and Chester and Hester's Dinosaur Treasures will now be closing on January 12th of 2025 to make way for Tropical America's construction. Personally, I'm very much going to miss Chester and Hester's Dinosaur Treasures, but I digress. This is a phased closure of the land since Dinosaur, the Boneyard, Restaurantosaurus, and more will stay open for now. So basically what this means is they're working on the Encanto ride first and the Indiana Jones ride second. But keep in mind, on January 13th of 2025, walls will be up and hopefully they'll be displaying some new concept art. Fingers crossed for that. Another big news story, and maybe the biggest. The Little Mermaid, a musical adventure, which is the new show that was supposed to replace Voyage of Little Mermaid at Hollywood Studios' Animation Courtyard, has been delayed, and quite dramatically, I have to say. Originally scheduled to open now, fall of 2024, it's been pushed to summer of 2025. Also, Disney says the work on the exterior part of the building is going to begin very soon and that it will include the removal of the totally 90s Little Mermaid marquee sign. But here's the thing. Animation Courtyard and Muppets Courtyard are the top two contenders at Hollywood Studios for where Monsters Inc. Land is going to go. So, could this delay of the Little Mermaid show be related to other construction coming to the same corner of the park? I think it's possible. Granted, there's also an argument that the fact the show is still on its way, that it means Monsters Inc. Land cannot go in this space. Personally, I disagree. The entrance doesn't require access to Animation Courtyard, and the wall of the theater could be redone and rethemed to separate the two. But the point is, things are happening. Apparently some decisions have been made, and it makes me think Monsters Inc. confirmation news is on the way, so stay tuned for that. Lastly, it is news that there is a lot of upcoming projects that we still don't have dates or updates for. In addition to Monsters Inc. Land, Disney has two lounges, one for Pirates and one for Spaceship Earth, with no opening days at this point, even though the Pirates Lounge has construction walls up as we speak. We also haven't got an official release about the renewed construction for what used to be called Reflections, a Lakeside Lodge, and which is being worked on right now as well. And I also think it's connected to the Magic Kingdom's new Cars Land. I did a whole video on that. Be sure to check it out. So why the delay in these announcements? Why don't we have dates and confirmations for those? I'm hoping it has to do with Disney nailing down its 2025 release calendar, which they will share a little closer to the new year. Also, I think with the Disney Treasure about to be unveiled, with possible new looks inside next month. Just a little heads up for you there. I think Disney wants all eyes on Disney Cruise Line, not so much on construction and hard hats for the time being. But the good news is things are happening at Walt Disney World, and we should be hearing more very soon. So if you enjoyed this video, if you too love Disney news and analysis, I would so appreciate if you would give this video a like and consider subscribing. I'm a travel entertainment reporter with a passion for the Disney parks, and if that's your thing too, I'd love to have you along. But regardless, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a magical day.